Teams are taking the field for round 5 of the Super League. I can't even keep track. We've flown by. Seahawks winless. The Rays undefeated. Top versus bottom. Seahawks trying to turn their season around. Rays trying to hold on to their top at the perch, overlooking the baseball gods in South Australia. Welcome to Super League Baseball, brought to you by Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse. Eric Ballnar with the Rays GM, Chris Lawson, and the GM of the Seahawks, Scott Pratt. Quickly before the anthems here, boys, quick thoughts.
Well, 0-3. Last year we were 3-0. So, you know, funny how a season goes. And it goes to show how tight the competition is, and hopefully we're 1-3 after tonight.
Rays on the other side, we were
the flip side of that last year.
Were.
I think we were 0-4 to start the year,
That's
and
right.
2-0 right now. So hopefully we can keep this momentum going tonight.
Hence why I'm in your seat tonight.
We'll pause quickly for the singing of the national anthem on the field. A rousing rendition of the Australian national anthem played here at West
Well
Beach,
sung.
setting the table.
Well done.
Ready to go. Eric Ballnar, Chris Lawson, Scott Pratt, back in the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse. Yeah, well, as Michael Scott once said, how the turntables. Things are a little bit different than what they were a year ago. What's gone right for the Rays so far, Chris Lawson?
I think these guys are just, they're a year older. It's a young team. We know it's a young team. We've spoken about that every week. But every year they mature, they get better. And these are good 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds right now, some of the best in the state that we're rolling out here, and they feel comfortable, and they feel comfortable against the good pitching they're facing each week.
In the Seahawks, we talked about it last week, defense.
Defense is the killer for us. We haven't made the plays at the crucial times. Yeah, we've scored runs, but what we've done is we've opened the door for the opposition, and we've also given some free bases. You know, our pitchers at times haven't been on song, and they've walked guys, and then defense has hurt us, and some errors, which has given the opportunities for both teams to come in and take us apart. And in a competition like this, in the Super League, you got no time for that sort of stuff. You can't afford to make mistakes. We're talking about, I'm looking here at your number 8 hitter, Griffin Weber, who's hitting 667 out here at Super League. You can't make a mistake all the way down the lineup. They're going to hurt you. So you've really got to be on and make the routine plays.
Griffin Weber was huge in his last game that he played. He was the player of the game. He had a home run and he had the walk-off hit. Now, every game has been pretty close in the Super League so far. Every single game, all 4 of them, has had the tying run at least up to bat in the bottom of the last inning. We've had 2 walk-offs. It's been really close. Now, no exception the last time these two teams played. The only time they played was a 9-1 lead that the Rays raced out to. But the Seahawks kept chipping away, and it was 9-7, and it came right down to the very end. So it was pretty close last time, but a game that went in dramatic swings.
Anything's possible. And like speaking of Jack Partington after that game, he's like, you're sitting out here in centre field with a 9-run lead and you don't feel comfortable in this format. With joker cards, with the home run fence brought in, anything can happen. And yeah, 9 runs isn't a comfortable lead when it should be.
That's right. That's right. That's what makes it exciting as well. Exciting for the players, exciting for the viewers, exciting for us. We know that game's on every inning, and she ain't over until she's over.
A few different rules in this. Pitchers only allowed to pitch maximum of 30 pitches in the game. Then you have to make a change. The fence brought in allows a bit more runs. Here's a take a look at the starting pitcher, Jordy Gross, off to an absolutely tremendous start. His last time out, that was all from one outing, if I recall.
Yeah,
2 1/3. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, we didn't get him round 2, but round 1 he was got us into that 3rd inning there, and he's had a good start to the year for Henleys. The first week of the season was a bit rough for him, but since then he's settled down and been lights out, and we're expecting big things from him tonight.
One of the guys that's been at the school of Josh Spence, former big leaguer that's been working out a lot of pitchers here in South Australia. Here's a look at the batting lineup for the Seahawks. They've got some guys on this list that are kind of scuffling that you don't normally see scuffle. Jordan McCardle only 1 hit, Mitch Lightbody not a hit in the competition. It feels like it's a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, that's right. We welcome back Matt Hutchings tonight. Good to have him back in the lineup. Our lead-off guy, centre fielder, he brings a lot back into the team. You know, he's a great team guy and rallies around the group, and a bit more maturity out there in the outfield to keep a handle on some things. So it'll be great to have him back. And you know that Geordie is just a matter of time. We saw last week he opened up with the home run, and it's just a matter of time for him to really start letting fly. And look forward to that.
Here's a look at the defensive alignment. A very young team. Stagg, Partington, Clark, Speed in the outfield. Bull and Barry, a big cornerstone probably of the future of South Australian baseball on the hot corner. Bass Noy playing his first Super League game. He's not catching today. He's playing at first. And Nathan Vanderlyn and getting the spot over at DH, but a pretty solid defensive team. Haven't made an error yet in the first 2 games.
Yeah, we'll knock on wood there. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it there, Eric. But yeah, no, it's solid defense, and they're some of the best guys in the league, and that's what you expect from these guys. You expect them to make their plays, and they've been doing it so far.
Pratty, you're going to love when we show the defensive lineup for the Seahawks, that nice little statistic that shows up, but we'll get to that.
Thanks.
When we get to that. You're welcome.
But, the interesting thing is with that Rays team, there's the future of South Australian baseball right there. There's some quality kids in there that are becoming very good young men, very good baseballers, and that's exciting for baseball in South Australia to see those kids come up through.
Oh, definitely. And to see them out here as well, they're dominating in their club league and their club ball, making all-star teams, and then coming out here wanting to get the extra at-bats in as well to bring that back to clubland.
First pitch of the game, Jordy Gross. And let's play some Super League baseball here in South Australia on beautiful Ghana land. Matt Hutchings, the leadoff batter for the Seahawks. Seahawks are made up of 3 southern teams in Adelaide. As Hutchings goes after this, that should drift well foul. But it's made up of Sturt, made up of Southern Districts, and Goodwood, all in the southern side of Adelaide. The Rays, all those western teams that pop to mind. Henley and Grange is where Jordy Gross is from. Matt Hutchings from Goodwood. Third pitch from Gross. Matt Hutchings off to a 7 for 16 start with 2 RBIs and 5 stolen bases for Goodwood this year. Is that good?
Very good. Very happy with that start for Matty.
Takes a slash at the pitch. It's driven out to right field. Jasper Clark has to hunt this down. It takes a hop, and Matt Hutchings is going to stand up on second base with a ground rule double to start the game.
That's a very tough, it is in play. That's a tough one to take. You can see the flag is just taking that ball across as it sliced across, and it just keeps slicing. You can see Jasper's a fast outfielder, and you can see that ball just keep tailing and just getting away from him.
And that fence sneaks up on you too. You've got to worry about that.
Well, it never used to be there, right? It came in was the bullpens got extended, so it really makes that a tough place to play on an outfield fly like that.
Good look at the JSR Plumbing replay. Brody Heaps stands up to bat, another Goodwood Baseball Club player. He's got some speed. He's off to a sluggish start this year, but Brody can get hot in a hurry. Flared out, and that one goes foul as well. Great breakdown last week on the In the Bullpen show. We had Josh Spence, who came and broke down the entire throwing action of Jordy Gross and what his arm movement looked like at the start of the offseason and what it looked like at the end. Throwing out all kinds of fancy words that I really didn't understand, as this was grounded over. Darcy Berry across, gets the out. But a lot of it looking at that elbow action.
Okay. I missed the show last week.
You gotta check it out.
But yeah.
There's a video. It's up on the Giants Facebook page right now, but you as a pitcher would probably find it quite interesting.
Well, he's come out here. He's throwing a lot firmer this season too.
About 5 miles per hour harder.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So that's just my eye looking at it, saying he's throwing firmer. But there's,
And one thing that Jordy does well is he does come in like that and gets Brody on the hands. He never used to have that sort of command, and that's really impressive. Good running there by Matt Hutchings on that slow chopper to shortstop.
McCardle takes a crack at it. It's over towards deep second as Cesar Perez plays it, and it's 2 ground balls, but it does score a run. So job done from Jordan McCardle. He's only got 1 hit in the Super League format, but that's his 7th RBI.
And you know what? That's exactly what we wanted right there, to get a run early, good discipline, get them on, move them over and score them. And you know, Geordie could have gone for the long ball right there, but playing back, opportunity to execute and gets that run right there for us. You know, that's that game within a game that baseball has and that excites the purest of the baseballers, that they like to see that sort of stuff.
Very clean-shaven Angus Roger up to bat. This is a tough one for Bull. Across the diamond, it's low.
Oh, great
He
pick.
made the
Good job.
play. The whole infield getting involved. They had a 6-3, 4-3, and 5-3 for the
Warming
3
them
outs
up.
this infield. But we'll get a look at the JSR Plumbing replay. That is a tricky, slow roller.
I want to see this pick over here. Nice.
Oh.
That's textbook.
That is a great pick and well done by Liam. That's not an easy play for Liam to come running in hard and get rid of it quickly. Well played by first baseman there.
Sir Bass Noy
Welcome.
getting it done. Here's a look at the lineup for the Rays. It's been production from top to bottom. Every single game, or each of the 2 they've played so far, everyone seems to get on base. Everyone seems to make an impact. Liam Bull had that big home run, but an impressive attacking Rays team this year.
Yeah, definitely. And adding Bass to that middle of that order there lengthens the guts of that order. And you got speed at the top, speed at the bottom, a bit of power in the middle, and it's a nice looking lineup.
Pitching on the mound today, Jackson Brebner-Russ. We saw him make his Super League debut last week, and he pitched some valuable innings to keep the Seahawks in the game. Allowed just the 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, but 2 innings pitched. He ate up some innings as far as Super League goes with those 30 pitches. A very efficient pitcher, earned his way back on the Giants last year, and a big popular guy in the baseball community. Defensively, Jordan McCardle, Hutchings, Heaps in the outfield. Jack Bushell. I don't know. Did we talk about Jack Bushell much last week?
Jack who?
Jack who?
Don't know the guy.
But there's the big thing. Pratty, you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, 6 errors.
Yeah, and again, it is that defense, and really important to get that right. And that's what we're looking for. And you know, Jonas Garcia at third base, young up-and-coming player that's playing some good baseball out at Sturt with Mitch Lightbody there. So great to have those 2 guys there. Riley Moore out this week. We've got Nick Reese in, and you know, he's doing really well out at South, and so good to give him the opportunity again. A young field, a young team, but you know, it doesn't matter if you're a veteran, a young player, a middle-of-the-road player. You got a ground ball that comes to you. You got to pick it up and field it, no matter where it is, at whatever time, whatever situation. That's your job, and that's one thing that we've been talking about to the guys. Keep it simple, keep it routine, make the plays.
Darcy Berry leads things off. He's over at Henley and Grange, transfer from West Torrens, where he hit .430 last year with 15 stolen bases. Off to a 2 for 17 start over at Henley and Grange, and he's 0 for 4 to start here. But Darcy Berry, a guy that hit .430, that's not an accident. This guy can hit.
Whoa.
There you go.
And thank goodness for that net. That made me blink.
Would have got you, Swakey.
He would have caught it.
He would have
Did
come
not
back
flinch. Did not flinch.
He would have caught it. He would have been ready to go. Jackson Brebner-Russ quickly ahead. Chop foul. Some speed to start the lineup with Barry and Partington, 2 guys that are always, well, at least the last couple of years, at the top of the charts when it comes to stolen bases. And he chops that one foul again, but still an 0-2 count. Jackson working ahead. Jackson Brebner-Russ, a converted catcher.
Yeah, he actually is. Yeah, when I've spent a couple of years at Sturt about 10 years ago, and Jacko was coming through the ranks, and he was my catcher at the time. And yeah, good young kid, and just a good guy to have around.
And he was an outstanding catcher.
Outstanding catcher through the
Very
junior ranks,
impressive.
junior state ranks. He played for the Adelaide Bite as a catcher. So.
Then he became a pitcher. He's always in that conversation for a Caps medal just because he can do it on both sides of the ball.
Here's an interesting thing. Name 2 other catchers turned pitchers.
Ooh, good pitch.
In South Australia?
Yep.
Chunky.
There's one. Both pro guys.
Luke Prokopek. He was a second baseman?
No, another one. Gene Vananetti.
Oh,
yeah.
God, I
Good
wouldn't have
old
got
Gino.
that.
Yeah.
But Procco as well. He was a
Yep.
he could hit, right?
Yep. And I remember him playing third, and the ball would just sizzle over to first base. And they said, mate, you got to throw. You're throwing too hard.
Jack Partington, another Henley and Grange player. A few Henley and Grange players to start this lineup, and Barry Partington and Bass Noy.
Got a bit of firewood.
Partington has 6 stolen bases in his first 3 games.
Wow. He can run. He's an athlete.
It's that getting on base, though, that you
Yeah.
mentioned. You got to get on base first.
That's
and then,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting on base right now. He's 7 for 14 to start the year
Yeah.
at Henley and Grange.
Wow, that's hot.
So he's gone on 7 times, and he's got 6 stolen bases.
Guess what he's doing when he gets on base?
We'll see if he can get there now. He's got to get some new lumber, though. He's had an impressive start, Jack Partington, to the Super League campaign. 2 for 5 with an RBI.
It was a big RBI too. I think I might have driven in 2 runs against, I don't know how it was only 1 RBI. I thought he drove in 2, but against the Marlins last time we played him.
And he came
And
back.
Yeah, he came back to drive in those
Yeah.
2 runs late in the game to tie up the game there with 2 outs. So crucial at bat.
And then Griffin Weber did the rest to
He did. He
bring him home.
Walked it off, that's right.
Good block behind the plate. Like you said, Pratty, bit of a different look behind the plate. Normally Riley Moore there, but Nick Reese getting the start.
Yeah.
Young buck.
Fantastic opportunity for Nicky. He's had, this will be his second outing for us. And looking really, really composed back there tonight.
Brebner Russ already with a strikeout. He's got 2 strikes now on Jack Partington. Trying to keep the bases clear. It's a speedy guy with Bass Noy, a big bat on deck. Rides inside, count full. Pitch counts do become important in this competition. Pitchers only allowed 30. Then you've got to go to the bullpen. And Partington walks.
Reckon he's running, Freddie?
Give you 50. There's no doubt he is. No doubt.
Running on a young catcher.
Of course, good opportunity for him here to get running.
He's got 1 out, and Bass Noy can hit the ball a mile.
And if you ever look last at bat with Jacko, he's thrown a few that have been low and away as well. Like that's a tough pitch for a catcher to get up and try and throw someone out.
Formerly with Kensington, Bass Noy. He was playing for the Marlins last year, representing the eastern and northern suburbs. Now he's out west with Henley and Grange. So thanks to the Rams for doing all the recruiting for the Rays this year.
He did.
He'd have a nice cupboard there. He'd have Canberra Cavalry outfit as well.
And Auckland. He played for the
and
Tuatara
Auckland, yep.
and for the Adelaide Bite.
Yeah, there you go. 5 teams in 2 years.
And there you go. Partington slides in there. Not much of a challenge. He's there safely.
And again, you know, we talk about that's a tough pitch for a catcher
Extremely
to try
hard to
and
handle
down
off speed
low
away.
and he
Yeah.
still gets, not far off. But you're never going to be able to get a guy out on that speed. Wind coming in, low ball.
Bass Noy played some pretty high-level international baseball for his home country in the Netherlands. He's on a World Baseball Classic roster. He won a junior title with Netherlands, and because of that, everybody got knighted. So he's actually a Sir.
Sebas.
He's Sir Bass Noy. And he always has the best outfit at all of the Caps Medal presentations each and every year. Outside, so Bass Noy battling away. Some high counts that they've worked Jackson Brebner Russ early into this one. Chris Lawson's our resident pitch count keeper.
He's at 16 right now.
And just the 1 out, but a runner in scoring position. And Partington is going again. This flared out towards right field, moving into catch, and it can't handle it. Another defensive miscue from the Seahawks, and it's going to be 2 runners in scoring position.
That ball had some pepper on it. Did you notice that come off the bat? Like that just kept going.
And into the wind too.
It was a bizarre. I looked at it and thought that had some sting on it.
Look
He
at the-
really got a good shot on that.
The JSR Plumbing replay.
And I think that's where it caught Brody. I think he was expecting that ball to not have that much carry and it just really stung out of there.
3 home runs for Cesar Perez over at Woodville. Another big recruit. Played for the Marlins last year and was decisive in that grand final where the Marlins beat the Seahawks. Another casual recruit for the Rays.
Well, we're sitting on our hands and the
So we
club
talked
coaches are
about
getting it done.
we
so-
talked about your team last year being all new.
All young, yeah.
All young.
And then we had
Now it's all new.
Bass and Caesar, the vets to the middle.
He was actually affiliated, Cesar Perez, with the Detroit Tigers back in the day in 2010, 2012. Oh, the Rays. It was the Rays, yeah. 2010, 2012.
Full circle.
Signed as a 17-year-old. There's a bit of a Latino baseball community growing in Adelaide, isn't there?
Yes, and of course we always got to shout out to the great man Freddie.
Freddie! Is he here? There's a dog here.
He'll rock up
That's
somewhere.
the real question.
He'll just float around the stadium.
Swing and a miss for Cesar Perez. That's a big strikeout from Jackson Brebner, Russ. His second of the inning, so 2 runners in scoring position. And it's up to Liam Bull, who's gone deep already in this competition, to try to change things here.
That is a very big out right there. At that point in time, a base hit scores 2, you know, and that's where you really got to be on your game, and great out for Jacko to make the most of that.
Bull up the middle. First run scored of the game. Hutchings going to whip it in from center field, but Basnoy gets in standing up. Bull pushing for second. He's safe. It's 2 RBIs, and the Rays have got on the scoreboard.
How good's that? Bully picking up Caesar right there. Caesar couldn't put it in play, get it done. Gets after it, slaps it up the middle, scores 2.
And
Taking
that's really
second.
impressive.
Heads up base running as well, taking second base there as well. He put another runner in scoring position.
See that? Straight out of the box, he went running hard. He knew that there was an opportunity here where it was going to be a play at the plate. Through the cutoff, bang, takes it. That's an impressive at-bat right there.
Those plucky and productive Rays are back to their usual tricks. Max Stagg, young player, over at West Torrens. If you talk to Tyrone Hambley about Max Stagg, he could write a book about how impressed he is with Max Stagg and Jasper Clark. Both those guys at West Torrens. Riley Moore speaks very highly. He's the performance pathways manager with South Australia.
Then you throw in Jacob Scott. You know, there's some players right there in that group.
At West Torrens.
Yeah.
Darcy Berry played his junior baseball at West Torrens and just moved to Henley this year. There's a lot of good players that pump through West Torrens, isn't there?
Yep.
They're undefeated to start the year, but Max Stagg is going to go down as that one catches the edge. That is, Jackson Brebner strikes out the side.
How's that? 3 strikeouts.
But Liam Bull, a 2 RBI shot up the middle, and the Rays lead 2-1. We head to the second inning. We'll be back after this.
Looking for the finest in household items to complement and complete your dream look? Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse pride themselves on the best customer service, communication, and quality furniture.
We try and offer our customers is the opportunity to buy on-trend furniture at a discounted price.
Go see Super League Baseball sponsor Just the Thing Furniture for their wide range of quality furniture to find the perfect item that will complete your home and suit your budget. Mention Super League Baseball for free Metro delivery. Just the Thing Furniture, open 7 days a week.
Two-one game back in the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse commentary booth. Eric Ballnar, Chris Lawson, Scott Pratt. Both teams putting some early runs on the board. A guy that has to be happy with that, though, is your coach, Chris Sims. Let's head down to our sideline reporter, Alex Meldrum. Alex, welcome to the broadcast. Who you got for us?
Chris down here. Now, we got a couple of runs in that first innings. How are you guys feeling about it?
Yeah, no, big 2-out RBIs there from Bully. We spoke about it before the game, just about executing with runners in scoring position. It was something we lacked a bit last game, so for him to step up there with 2 outs was big for us.
And the pitching depth of the Seahawks this week is a little bit different. Does that worry you into the later innings?
Initially, they obviously have some good arms there tonight, and I thought our guys did a really good job there in being able to run Brebner Russ's count up there. So hopefully we're in a good space now.
Excellent, thank you.
Alex does a very good job of getting the insights from everybody around the ground. Alex, a baseball player herself now.
Oh, yeah.
Over at Glen Elk.
Yep.
Last few years,
The Mighty Bays, yeah.
The Mighty Bays. Mitch Lightbody leads things off. Yet to get a hit in the Super League, but at the top of the broadcast, said it was a matter of when, not if, Mitch Lightbody explodes, because he can put hits together in bunches.
Oh, he certainly can. He can get hot real quick. And speaking of hot, a little shout out to our coach, Mark Haylock, up in Darwin.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Angus, how you doing up there, mate? In the nice warm weather up there. We do miss you.
What's he doing up there?
Business.
Business. Recruiting
He's
the
all business.
winless Seahawks.
He's all business.
Recruiting for the winless Seahawks, I'm sure. Lightbody, Bushel, and Short due up. Lightbody from Sturt, Bushel, Goodwood, Short from Southern Districts. Getting the array of the Southern District or the Southern Suburbs teams. Another element we haven't talked about at this broadcast yet, the Joker card is an element of this competition. Before the start of an inning, teams can throw down that card and put runners on first, put runners on second, and see how they go.
Yeah, it's interesting where you can form a lineup as well, you know, and you can see different teams have got some speed, then some power, speed, power. So you can really form, okay, that's where my lineup's coming. That's when I'll get my Joker card, get the speed out on bases with the hitters coming up.
After Lightbody strikes out, Jack Bushel up to bat.
And on the counter of that, though, you analyse that opposition lineup too, and you know when that's coming up, when you think they might play the Joker card, and you can throw your best arm at it as well.
Yeah, you love it, don't you? It's just
it's a chess
another
game.
element.
Well, the Rays' best arm allowed just the 1 run in the first inning in Jordan Gross. He's got 1 strikeout. He's got 3 ground balls. Interesting to note, in club ball, I was taking a look at all the advanced stats. Jordy Gross actually leads the competition in terms of fly ball percentage.
Gets the pop-ups.
Gets the pop-ups in local club ball to start the year. And another strikeout. Jordy Gross, no pop-ups if you're just striking the guys out.
We're just painting that outside corner low and away there.
Low and away. And that's not an easy pitch to hit for anyone. And great location there by Jordy and just freezing both Jack Bushel and Mitch Lightbody.
Matt Hutchings led things off with a double and a ball that just got all kinds of tangled up in the wind and curved out towards the outside. It was a ground rule double. He was advanced on a ground ball over to short and scored on a ground ball to second. So it hasn't been anything big that Jordy Gross has allowed at all.
No, you're right. It was just one of those ones that found the corner, fell in, ground ball, scored a run. Good execution by the Seahawks there. Ray's given them that run for early innings. You know, you're going to play your infield back all the time, but Jordy's sawing off some of the good hitters and getting those ground balls, and yeah, here we are.
Very good start to the inning for Jordy Gross, and he gets Ben Short to swing through it. How many pitches has he thrown in this inning?
He is at...
In this inning, it couldn't be that
6,
many.
7,
11.
8, 9, 11.
Couple of strikeouts there. They run it up.
Throwing a lot of strikes. Gross delivers. Short fouls it away, but Gross just 1 strike away from getting out of the inning with striking out the side.
He gets on you pretty quick too, doesn't he? Like that ball just got on him real quick.
It's firm.
Yeah,
We've spoken about
yeah.
it already, but he's just taken another step in his ability this year.
Down low. Yeah, definitely an interesting chat. Go back to last week's In the Bullpen episode and watch that segment where just so much detail on arm angles, on your hip, everything mechanical to do with your body, there's a number assigned to that using the pitching AI program that Josh Spence was using.
Oh, fantastic. And that's, like, it's great to see someone like Geordie, you know, he fills up the zone, he can pitch, he's a pitcher, he can throw strikes, but to be able to add 5 mile an hour velocity on there, that's
and I think it's about that, because they were saying on the show last week it was about that high 70s is what we kind of thought he was, and then they showed the stats last week in it, and he was throwing as hard as 85 and an average of low 80s somewhere in there too. So sneakier than you think for Jordy Gross. But he's been an effective Super League pitcher for a while. Ground ball over to short, gathered by Barry, throw across, he makes the play. Wow. These Rays defensively showing up.
He made the punt, he made it look easy.
How was that? That was smooth.
It's not an easy play, and he made it look easy.
Well, it's a 2-1 lead for the Rays. We will take a quick break. We will not take a quick break. We will take a break. We'll take a break. It's 2-1.
We need some office gear.
It's 2-1.
Got to get some stationery.
Hilltop Office Supplies are here to provide you with all your stationery, sanitary products and office equipment. We are a local business servicing local communities with the ability to offer you and your business the best prices. We offer a large range of office supplies from pens, ink cartridges and toner to monitors, keyboards and laptops. If you can't see it on our website or in our catalogue, ask us and we'll source it for you. We have a partnership with Kaishira Document Solutions where you will find many leasing options available for these state-of-the-art units and plenty to choose from whether you have 5 or 5,000 employees. We offer businesses a one-stop shop for all cleaning, kitchen and bathroom needs. Check out our website at www.hilltopofficesupplies.com.au. Register your business to stay on top of the latest sales and receive member specials. We are baseball people here to support the baseball community.
Back inside the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse commentary booth, Eric Ballner, Chris Lawson, Scott Pratt. No Michael Dunn this week. He's
Michael who?
Mike, who needs him?
Haven't heard of him.
Isn't he the greatest of all time?
Yeah, well, he'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's right.
See that photo going on the Giants Facebook page? Well, you were in that photo.
Yes.
With Michael Dunn standing in the front. I think my favorite comment on that, Rickson Wingrove, first to comment, saying it looks like Michael Dunn just grabbed a photo with all of his idols because he's standing right in the middle. Everything's around him. It looks like he just wanted a photo with all his favorite players.
Yeah,
yourself
classic.
included.
Yeah, great times they were. Great times. Whitey dug that one out. So thanks, Whitey, for
Davo's 30th birthday, apparently.
I love the classic. There was a couple of comments on there about how skinny we were. What are we saying? You know?
Maybe more targeted at some people than others. I don't know.
That's right.
Nathan Vanderlinden, chops away. You look identical. You look the same.
Thanks, Eric.
Just the same.
Moisturise.
That's the key.
Bit grayer, must say. Well, a lot grayer.
Nathan Vanderlinden fouls the first one away. A player that did a little bit of everything for the Adelaide Giants over the last couple years. Another big West Torrens player, and you would be very surprised to learn that he does a little bit of everything for West Torrens as well. When he's not pitching or he's nursing an injury, he can hit, and he's a decent average in the South Australian Baseball League.
Yeah, he's their starting shortstop this season. So he's doing it all, starting shortstop, closing games, and a good guy too.
Yeah, he is. He's a true athlete.
Baseball rat, loves the game.
Yeah. I had him in the Wasp, I think it was our final year. You knew what you'd get from him. You knew you could put him anywhere, really, and that's a handy player.
Yeah, he loves his baseball, Nathan Vanderlinden. He'll walk, though, so he's on base. Griffin Weber, very good game that first game of the season for the Rays. Or was it the second game of the season for the last game the Rays
played? It was our
played?
second game, yep. Hit the homer, hit the walk-off single. He did it all.
And we have a pitching change, so Jackson Brebner-Russ is out of the game. He's reached his pitch count, I believe, but means we get a look at Tom Fitzgerald, who's been very impressive this season. Another guy that went to the School of Spence. What are we calling that? The School of Spence?
I was about to ask that. Did Fitzy add any more? Because he's already thrown pretty hard.
Yeah, look, he spent a lot of time with Josh and has really fine-tuned his craft, and he's a student of that role. You know, he loves that whole pitching and the world of pitching and everything about that game, and he talks a lot about his mindset and where his mind's at, as well as the fine-tuning of where he's throwing and the mechanical side. And he's also worked a lot on, understanding that it's one pitch at a time. And wherever what happens, as you'd know, Smokey, as a pitcher, it's really the toughest spot. You're the guy out in the middle that everyone's looking at. You got to do the job, and that's not easy.
Yeah, you got to have a quick forget button when you're out there. Like if it
I
goes
like
your
that.
way or doesn't
I
go
like
your
that.
way, you need
That's
to
cool.
you need to reset and approach the next guy.
Be a goldfish.
Yeah, that's it. Dory.
Just over 19 innings pitched for Fitzy this year. He's allowed just one earned run. His walks significantly down. He struck out 27. All those numbers with Goodwood. That's a big-time recruit over to the Seahawks from the Marlins.
And that's probably been that knock on Fitzy over the last couple of years. He's a young arm and was late to pitching, but just sort of spraying and working those pitch counts up. Yes, you'd get in the zone, strike out a lot of guys.
Yep.
There'd be long at-bats, high pitch counts.
Yeah, so he'd be a 5 and dive type guy, wouldn't he? He
Yeah.
wouldn't last long in the game. You couldn't build a game
Exactly,
around
5
him.
and he's at 100 sort of
Yeah,
thing. So
yeah.
He and Jordy Gross had an epic pitching duel just a couple weeks ago. Goodwood versus Henley, and both guys showed up and showed out. Just a run allowed. I think it was just one run allowed each. It was very impressive. Jordy Gross. Is this one hit towards the right field?
Serious?
Griffin Weber continuing his big Super League campaign. That's going to score a run. Nate Vanderlinden slides in there safe. And it's an RBI for Griffin Weber again.
Man, talking about eyes, that just had eyes down the line.
Not much has fallen the Seahawks' way this season, and that sums it up. Get a look at the JSR Plumbing replay, I think, but Jasper Clark up to bat. It's a 3-1 game now for the Rays.
just ambushing that 0-0 fastball from Fitzy there and smoking it down the right field line.
And that's good hitting there by Weber to be aggressive and know that he's coming at you, so go get him.
Oh, definitely. A pitcher that enters the game, they want to know they're locked in and they can throw that strike as well, so why not get after him?
So now a runner in scoring position. Fitzgerald finds the strike zone.
And how's that for respect? An 0-0 spinner to the 9-hole guy.
That's unbelievable. You wouldn't dream about that sort of stuff, would you, as a pitcher, Smokey? Like,
I'm just gonna
if you sort of catch it, come in and give
like
me
a Fitzy is
off-speed.
probably touching 90. Like
Yeah.
he's humming it down there.
Yeah,
I'm just going to flip in
yeah.
a slide 0-0 to the 9-hole guy. It's great. It shows the depth of the lineup and the depth out here.
Sure
Like,
does.
this guy's an all-star that's
Yeah.
batting in the 9-hole.
Fitzgerald to light body, trying to keep the runner at second at bay. Griffin Weber now 3 RBIs in his last 3 at-bats in the Super League.
Stay hot.
This slips away, and now another run is just 90 feet away. Weber to third. And Clark working himself back in a more favorable count with a 3-1 lead. Tough play over at first. Fitzy covering, makes the outrun, scores, and it's 4-1 for the Rays. That's really all he needed to do.
Yeah, good job, Jasper, and good job for from the Seahawks defense. That's no man's land ball. We can sort of get all tangled up on one another, but to get the out there, Fitzy getting across nicely, that was good.
Yeah, very important, those PFPs, aren't they?
That's what you work on.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Very productive first time through the lineup for the Rays. 2 RBIs to Liam Bull, an RBI to Griffin Weber, RBI to Jasper Clark. Hits to Noy, Bull, Vanderlinden, and Weber. And a walk to Vanderlinden rather, and a walk to Partington as well. And a few strikeouts to a few players' names. Ray's getting it done versus two of the better pitchers versus the Seahawks too.
Spot on. There's a little story there. A walk, a hit, scores. Walk, hit, scores. Get them on, move them over, score them. Very, very impressive hitting right there.
And those walks weren't through erratic pitching either. They're
No,
full
they're
count
good
walks,
at-bats.
fouling off pitches.
Yep.
Barry goes up the middle. Light body gathers, throws.
Ooh,
Wow, he got up there.
Weed flew.
Very
Wow.
close.
Man, oh man.
Is that Payne at first? He paused for a second. He played that replay in his head.
You got no time here. Like, you got to get rid of that ball. And well played there by Mitch Lightbody. But how's the hustle?
Look at the JSR Plumbing replay.
Like, he's just dug in and got up there as quick as he can. There is a saying in baseball, speed does not slump.
It comes to the ballpark
You know,
every week.
Aaron Whitefield is a classic guy. You know, I remember calling him and ball pop up in the infield and he's running. He's round at second by the time the guy's caught it. You know, you drop that ball, I'm standing on second.
Does that just eliminate the margin for error that anybody has?
Charlie hustle. You get up the line, you put the pressure on the other team.
Make things happen,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like, all it takes is for Mitch to double pump or to take
not
that
get that handle on the ball.
And he's safe. He's a ground ball, a routine ground ball. He's putting pressure on the other team. And that's something that you're in control of.
Yeah.
And it's really important that you, as a player, what you're in control of, you make the most of every opportunity. You make the most of, okay, I've got an average ground ball. I'm not happy with that, but I'm going to put pressure on him and get up the line as quickly as I can.
Partington watches this slip away. 2-2 count. Rays continue to work counts, just like they've done all game long. Partington has reached on a walk. He stole second, reached his way over to third, and then scored. Like you said, speed doesn't slump.
You like that one?
I do. Swing and a miss, so Fitzy gets out of it, but two more runs cross the plate. Vanderlinden and Weber score. They push the lead to 4-1. We've played two. We'll be back with a third. Back inside the Just the Thing commentary warehouse. It's a nice little sunset brewing, I think, behind us. We can't see it. We got the sponsor board over here, but so
Fresh
happy
and
you could join
delicious.
us.
Fresh and delicious. How was that ad?
That
That's
was
a cracking
I
ad.
know Fitzy starring in the ad as well. Like,
Well, you don't see him throw watermelon, so do you?
no, not lately, not this season at least. Let's throw down to Alex, who's in front of the Seahawks dugout with the stand-in coach Justin Clark.
Yeah, I'm down here with Justin. Now, you guys not won a game yet, so how are you going to turn this one around?
We got it ahead of us at the moment. First of all, we've got to get Geordie off the hill. He's throwing a great game like he normally does. I think we'll roll out the Joker in a couple of innings' time and we'll see how we go.
Excellent, thank you.
I like that. Got to get Jordy off the hill because Jordy Gross still going strong. He had a really efficient last inning. Pitch count 25. So for sure one more batter, maybe two.
Be nice to get two, wouldn't it?
On a night where I know the Rays a bit shorter in the arm department this week.
We are, and for, I guess, Gross to come out here and give us 2+ right now, that helps, and that's what we
That's
needed week one.
outstanding.
We're in that same position as well, but short on the arm department, and here we are again, and he's doing the same thing again for us, which just shortens that game.
This is his second Super League appearance of the season. First week, he went 2 1/3. He's working into the third here. We'll see if he can retire and out. He was one of the pitchers of the year in the Super League a couple years ago.
Yeah, and this is where, as now as a hitter, you just got to battle here and take him deep in the count and really work through that.
Young Jonas Garcia having a breakout year this year for Sturt.
Great to give him the opportunity to come out and be a part of the Super League. come through the charter program. Been a Seahawk for a long time.
Up the middle, Jordy Gross. Calm, cool, collected, and he's going to get to face another batter. Here's a look at the JSR Plumbing replay. Easy.
He's a cool cat, isn't he?
He is.
It's not always easy, fielding those comebackers like that. They get on you a lot quicker than you think.
Yep.
Up to 20.
And you're not exactly in the best position to be fielding him. You're exposed there too. And yeah.
That's right. And then you've got to make that throw over to first.
Easiest throw in the world. People are going to airmail into the stands.
You get the yips.
You do.
Jordy Gross is at a weird kind of spray chart today. He's at a 6-3, 4-3, 5-3, and now a 1-3.
He's done it all.
Get them all involved.
Few strikeouts, and he races ahead 2-0, and this will be his final batter. This is about to be his 30th pitch of the game. Trying to get through the lineup. He allowed just the one run. It was a leadoff double from Matt Hutchings, but since then it's been pretty good. Nick Reese trying to add a little bit of color to this outing, but Jordy Gross is going to finish it off with his third strikeout of the game, retiring the last 8 in a row. 3 strikeouts, just the 1 hit to start the game, the 1 run. He gets through 2 2/3. He is got to be happy with that.
How good. How good. Just filling up the zone from the first batter, 1 through 9, filling up the zone, throwing plenty of strikes, and not hard contact, really.
Not one more.
And getting 0-1, 0-2 to all these batters. First pitch strikes, I'd love to know how many first pitch strikes.
And that's a great stat for pitchers, isn't it? Like, just get ahead, stay ahead.
Get ahead, it becomes your game. You can
That's
throw
right.
whatever you want. The batter's on the defensive then.
Yep. Yeah, they're great numbers as a pitcher. You'd walk away feeling pretty happy with yourself.
Well, another young player. We like to see Super League launch some profiles of some of the players. He impressed the first time he was out. He threw the ball pretty hard after, I think he took a year off baseball, didn't he? Connor
He
McLeod.
did, Connor McLeod, yeah, good young kid. Really good attitude. This guy's a gamer. He's like a future Jordy Gross, I think, when you look at this kid. He throws lots of strikes, competes on the mound, good kid. And for game 2 for us, he stretched that out for us as well in the middle there. We weren't sure what we were going to get. New kid on the block. Goes and throws 2 1/3 innings for us last time and really closed that game down.
Yeah, Connor McLeod, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts.
And he weathered the Joker card.
He
last
weathered
time
the Joker
too.
card.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. He was very impressive.
He was fantastic.
So the McLeod family, big baseball family. Is he related to Kerry McLeod? Must be. Surely.
Putting us on the spot here.
Yeah,
Eric.
don't know, mate. Don't know.
We do know most of the things, but if someone does know, let us know.
They always do.
I do know Liam Scott's watching from
Is he?
over in the US.
The kid.
Yeah, the kid.
Clarendon College, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my alma mater. I was
There
there
was a
20
few-
years ago. I went to that
Is that
school.
where Tank was as well?
Tank went there a couple of years
20.
after me, 20 years ago.
Wow,
the Ascendi
smoky.
Olympics were on, and I was over there.
So you paved the way.
Yeah, it was the first year of the program at Clarendon College. Actually.
Really?
Really?
I was over there with Andrew Graham from
Yep.
from Sydney.
Yep.
So yeah, it was about 4 of us Aussies went over there, and
And that was a fairly new thing back then, 20 years ago.
Yeah,
for-
there was no internet scouting
Aussie,
of players.
see you later, go to college.
Yeah, exactly. So it's become a bit more mainstream now than what it was back then.
Matt Hutchings back in the batter's box. The only guy that's got on base, the only guy that's scored. He went after a pitch early. McLeod goes a bit wayward. Now there's a bunch of Aussies all over, a bunch of different colleges all over the map.
Yeah, definitely. And why not? Why not get over there? If you're 18, you can get over to college. You have a bit of baseball ability to pay for your education in the process. Why not do it and have a good time over there and get better at baseball and see what can happen?
Geez, we'd love to have that chat. It'd be interesting to know how it all evolved from no internet, I
just want to see what Clarendon College is like these days. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's an interesting school. It's good, though. It's a good school.
I got a message from Russell Hart, coach of Henley and Grange, not related to Kerry McLeod.
Not related to Kerry. Sorry, Russ.
Thanks,
I'll watch
Russ.
that.
Russ, tuning in. Love your work, Russell Hart.
Does a good job with netting. Queen's Marine.
Hard hit ball again.
Smoked.
Matt Hutchings, the only player that's hitting right now For the Seahawks, he's aboard with 2 outs. Welcome back to the Super League,
Yeah,
Matt
great
Hutchins.
to have him back. And he'd been obviously tied up with studies for uni, so other commitments unfortunately couldn't make any out here, but great to have him out now, making things happen for us. With 2 out, to get the lead off on, just to get us extending through the lineup.
When you're talking about Clarendon College as Brody Heaps up to bat, I'm pictured now in my mind. You ever seen the show Last Chance U?
Yes, yeah, no, for the gridiron.
Like with football
Bang
and now
on,
basketball.
Bang on,
Really?
junior college like that in the middle of nowhere where it's just baseball. That's all you do. You are baseball.
That sounds okay.
It's good. Baseball is good. There's nothing else to do there. What are you, an hour out of Amarillo, which is a small town in itself there. So I think there's one set of traffic lights in Clarendon. It's
That's cool.
It's just throwing me back there 20 years ago. I'm trying to remember this, but it's...
Hard hit ball back towards left field, and it is off the glove and over. What happened there? I think it's just a double. That will advance Hutchings to third. That was hit on a line. This will be interesting to look at the JSR Plumbing replay. I thought that was over. Max Stagg, yeah, just over his head and off the wall,
Yep.
and he knocked it
He
out.
knocked it over, bounced up, didn't
That
it?
might have saved a run.
Clever.
That might have saved a run with the.
Well done,
You're right,
Max.
2 outs on the move.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, fast.
Very clever.
But Jordan McCardle can tie the game with one swing of the bat. He did that last week when he hit a grand slam. He's got 7 RBIs despite only getting 1 hit, Jordan McCardle, in this competition.
Executing. Put it down to that, just executing. And also, obviously, with the Joker card coming through at the right time.
McCardle, hard hit, right side.
Just on a note right here, there's been some hard hit balls. Just there, Hutchie's come up, hit that ball hard, and a great shot there by Brody Heaps, hitting that real hard, and now J-Mac ripped that one down right field line. So there's got to be maybe an adjustment has to happen here to these guys come out swinging.
He's feeling. They're good hitters though. Let's not get us wrong. It's the
true,
top of the lineup.
true.
Yeah, he comes in after in a really tough spot.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it's easy in these situations to sort of amp up and try and overthrow and elevate it in their zone. And like you're not going to blow it past the Geordie McCardle. You're going to struggle to blow 95 past the Geordie McCardle. So you've got to be smart.
McCardle's got one of the quickest bats in the South Australian competition. Had a good chat with him today on the In the Bullpen show. And he's walking.
Giving him up.
That's smart. 3-1.
Yep.
You're coming at him with a cookie, or you put him on base.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
put him on base.
3-1. That's I guess for viewers at home to understand that that point in time, they've given him the opportunity to take the base and pass him up, as they say, to get him onto first rather than throw a 3-1.
And now you
pitch.
just got to face a 212-game maybe out player in Angus Roger.
One of the all-time greats for the Adelaide Giants. Bite. Now you got to throw to him with bases loaded.
He's been pretty important in Sturt's recent championship run, hasn't he?
He's been a big part of it. We had a bit of a discussion before the game, and we were talking about the last couple of years, and I did ask him not to remind me of the premierships from Sturt.
Roger went after it.
And
skied to right field. It should drift foul, and it does. Jasper Clark was having a look.
And it's part of his family. His dad, big Sturt man. Angus has followed on in his footsteps and really taken the club to another level. And big
Definitely.
leader of the club there.
Yeah, he weathered those down years there at Sturt, and here they are, I guess every year sitting around the top of the table challenging for a flag at the minute.
McLeod finds one on the outside corner. Got him to a couple strikes. They chose to pass up McCardle, but the bases are loaded. Big moment for Angus Roger. Trying to tie or try to take the lead or chip away. Skied towards right field. Jasper Clark charging onto it, and he leaps. It's foul.
Just kept drifting.
That wind's picked up a little now too, just blowing that one.
It's swirling.
Blowing it down.
Thankfully.
So Roger lives to fight another day.
Thankfully, but it might have cost heaps of homer 2 batters ago.
Yeah, true.
McLeod's come in and allowed a couple hits, and now the walk to McCardle. Gross got the first 2 outs of the inning. He worked 2 2/3 in this game. McLeod trying to get out of the inning unscathed. The pitch, hard hit ball towards right field. Jasper Clark trying to settle under it. He catches it at the wall, and they're out of the jam. It was dangerous. No harm, no foul. It's a 4-1 game. We head to the bottom of the third.
Goes out, it would have been a 5-4 game.
Citadel IT is a managed IT services company, which means we provide support, backups, monitoring of your computer systems, and essentially just help small businesses keep their IT moving. Just visit our website, which is citadelit.com.au.
Well, a bases loaded situation, all earned with just the 2 outs and one swing of the bat. Only a couple more reps at the gym for Angus Roger, and it's probably a 5-4 game, but we're still 4-1, and Jordy Gross protects that just one run that he has on the scorecard, leaving with that.
A great out by McLeod to get that out, to get out of there at that point in time. That is impressive for a young kid.
Well, to come back and keep filling up the zone there too.
That's
You're
right.
right. A few things didn't go his way. He left a few cookies over the plate. They got hit like they should get hit, but you learn from that and you buckle down. And like you said, there's no damage except for his pitch count a little. So he did throw 18 pitches in that inning, which is a few more pitches than you want to throw to get one out. But
you'll
zero,
take that, won't you?
There's a donut there, so we're happy with that.
And Jordy Gross did the job 2 2/3 of work.
He was all right.
He was okay. All right. Bass, Noy, Cesar Perez, Liam Bull up in the middle of the lineup. Fitzy is on the mound. Do you consider the Joker? I know it's Fitzy on the mound. Do you consider the Joker card?
Oh, I think you hold on to that. You might keep it in your back pocket for a little bit.
Knowing you're up 4-1?
Yeah, and the lineup's deep. I don't think it matters really when you play that on our lineup. So I guess it's just picking your opportunity out there.
So you're looking more of the matchup with the pitcher versus...
Well, Fitzy's one of the best arms in the state, let's be honest.
He's going pretty good.
And he's humming it down at the minute. So let's just try and work his pitch count up, make some solid contact with the big boys we've got right now and see what can happen.
Yeah, we did talk about that off air, the strikeout to Jack Partington. That really had some sting to it.
Bit of giddy up.
Yeah.
Bass-Noy up to bat. Swings at the first pitch. It's sky high. This should drift foul, although Ben Short was having a good look. Same with Nick Reese. Alex, you've got Jordy Gross, we understand.
Yeah, I've got Jordy here. That was a good, solid outing for you. How does the arm feel?
Yeah, it's feeling good. Hopefully we can hold off it from here, but yeah, it's feeling good so far. Yep.
And you've got your young pitchers coming through. You have spending a bit of time with them, talking them through it?
Yeah. Got Connor out at Henley and Grange as well, so that's handy. So I've been chatting to that with Connor as well, and then got Nick coming in next, so he's got a bit of experience, so he doesn't really need it. But yeah, helping out where I can, definitely.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Jordy Gross, cool customer.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Loves his baseball. Loves being out. He's one of the guys you want on your team for sure. Just a true competitor.
Well, Henley and Grange, probably a couple years ago, if you asked them what they really needed, it was probably an ace is what they really did need to guide them through that season.
Yep.
Last year, he goes 13-0, sub-2 ERA. That gets the job
That
done.
qualifies as an ace.
Yeah.
But it's been nice to see him build to that as well. Like I think it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, he's winning a Division 3 flag or Division 4 flag with Woodville, and just slowly working his way up the order there, and becoming an A-grade starter, and now becoming one of the best A-grade starters in the league. And just to see that progression from him has been great to watch.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, Smokey. He enjoys his baseball. He loves being amongst it. And when you love it, you find a way. Yeah. You just find a way to keep getting better and getting better and getting better because you're out doing it more. Yeah. And that's full credit to him.
Bass-Noy still battling away, working the count on Fitzy here. And he gets a walk.
Bless you.
Thank you. Just a bit outside.
Very good eye there. Very good eye to get that. Old teammates used to battle together.
I think he would know his release point pretty well.
Both left.
Caught a few innings.
Definitely.
Both left the now undefeated Kensington.
Yeah. How's that? They lose those guys.
They beat Henley and Grange.
That's unbelievable.
They beat some good teams, Kensington.
They have. They're up and about.
Greg Moselle has been the ace of that team. Cesar Perez up the middle, takes a funny bounce. Lightbody steps on one. Can he get two? Yes, sir. Mitch Lightbody had to battle a little bit, but at the end of the day, it goes down as a 6 step on the. He stepped on the bag and he gets the second out.
6-3.
Yeah, great play there, and that's where you've just got to settle yourself down and get a good throw once you've made that, and you could see him just get his feet underneath him and really get a good throw and fire that across. At this point in time, when you're talking 3 and 4, that's where you got to make that play.
That would be
Great
outs.
play.
Yeah, 2 outs, 1 pitch right there.
Yep.
And to grab that ball on the short hop too, like that was a nasty
yep.
ball when it came off the pitching rubber right there, and to run in on that and grab that on the short hop was just good reactions from Lightbody out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Liam Bull had that hard hit ball up the middle that scored 2 to put the Rays in front back in the first inning. Continuing his very good start. 7 for 17 in the SABL. Well, now he's 3 for 6 with, he's got every hit he's got has been for RBIs. He's 3 for 6 with a home run and 6 RBIs in the Super League.
Wow.
Just good patience there as well. Like he's 0-2 in the count, I believe it is, and Fitzy just humming a fastball around the letters there, which is the perfect pitch from the pitcher, perfect sequence there. That's tempting. You see the big leaguers swinging at that pitch all the time right there, and Bully was able to sort of just spit on it, go, no, I don't want this one, thank you, I'll have the next one.
He's been around the Super League for a while now, Liam Bull. I remember as a rookie coming out and introducing him into the Super League, and now to see him, that at-bat, that last at-bat, that smoke that ball up the middle and to get to second. We saw him last time we played each other. He hit that long ball over left field fence.
Over the hill.
Yeah. He's a very exciting player to watch. And again, come through the charter program. Remember seeing him in his early days through the charter program.
High heat again. Full count on Liam Bull. Patient at bat.
Wow. How quick was those hands?
Got the hands through on that one,
my
right?
God.
Don't know if we have a replay on that foul ball, but yeah, he got to it in a hurry.
That is explosive hands. Now what are you going to throw, Smokey? He's turned on you like that with Fitzy. He's got a battle with him.
He hasn't chased that high fastball.
No.
Swings through it, so Fitzy wins a very good battle.
That's a great
power
out.
on power right there.
That is a great out.
It ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. We're through 3. Seahawks keeping the Rays in check. They're just down 3. We're through 3, 4-1.
Looking for the finest in household items to complement and complete your dream look? Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse pride themselves on the best customer service, communication, and quality furniture.
We try and offer our customers is the opportunity to buy on-trend furniture at a discounted price.
Go see Super League Baseball sponsor Just the Thing Furniture for their wide range of quality furniture to find the perfect item that will complete your home and suit your budget. Mention Super League Baseball for free Metro delivery. Just the Thing Furniture, open 7 days a week.
Look at the JSR Plumbing replay. This was the last at bat. You talked about the quick hands.
That's inside. Like, that's a hard fastball inside.
You can't do anything with it. Like you're either breaking your bow or you're barreling it up and sending it as he did 400 feet foul onto the softball field.
What a battle that last at bat. We talked about that off air. I pay money to see that stuff. Like to see those two go head to head, and then Fitzy won that battle. So tough for Bully, but
that's what you want to see. You want to see that matchup, the best of the best. And he wasn't getting cheated on his swings, Bully. He was taking his hacks in there, and Fitzy was like, "Here it is, 90 plus. See what you can do with it, mate."
That's right.
Well, let's go hear from the great man right now, Alex Meldrum with Fitzy.
You just look this way. Yeah, I got Fitzy here. He's out of the game now. 28 pitches. How you feeling?
Good. Yeah, no, that was fun.
Give me more.
I don't know. Pitching's fun. That's why I like coming out here, and that's what this game's about. So,
what about the battle with Bully?
How about that last battle with Bully?
Me and Bully, we always have good battles. He fouls off a lot of pitches, so got to throw him in the kitchen sink. So, that was good to get him.
Excellent. Thank you.
Fitzy, great dude. A guy that is a fan favorite with the Adelaide Giants just because he does, he's a dude that everyone just wants to talk to. He talks to everybody. He talks to the young fans around the ballpark.
Such a great kid. A great young man, really. Not a kid anymore.
Light body was caught in foul territory. So Jack Bushell comes up to bat. Just look at the replay. Look at this ground covered.
Yeah, it's a good catch right there.
To go from Darcy Berry over from shortstop.
He's good, isn't he, Darcy Berry?
Yeah.
He's a good young player. Making that look easy, comfortable too. You see them overrun that sometimes, and it comes back into play with the wind blowing around, swirling around out here, but he took control, no issues, knew where he was going to. And
well, Jack Bushell gets hit by the pitch, and he's going aboard.
I like the way he took control of that. And that's going to sting a little. Always does, that hit pitch ball. And we had a couple of young kids from our club, their first year in, got hit on the weekend, and young Jack and Oscar toughed it out and got through the game. So a little shout out to them. When you get hit, it's all part of the game, but it's not easy to get over. So it's great to see there. You just got to suck it up and
don't rub it.
Yeah.
Ben Short from Southern District swings at the first pitch, flares one to right field. Bushell will stay at second, but
Great
something
hitting.
brewing here.
Great hitting.
Gives Jonas Garcia an opportunity with just the one out. No joker cards have been played yet. We're into the fourth inning. We've just ticked over the halfway point of this game. It is a 2-hour time game, or 7 innings. We're about the midway point on both fronts.
And I like the way Ben went about that. We got the first guy out, hit pitch ball. You could easily roll over in a ground ball double in innings. So you really, to take that ball the opposite field, keep the shoulder in and drive it. Good hitting, Ben Short.
Garcia swings and misses.
It's a good swing there. You like to see guys go after that and take an aggressive approach.
Tried to go the other way as well. Cold night here at West Beach. You can feel the temperature dropping a little bit cooler. I think the forecast was around 11 degrees for tonight.
Another beautiful night down here.
We've had some good, to be fair, we've had some pretty good nights so far. Weber testing the runner over at first.
Yeah, that's heads up there by Griff Weber. See an opportunity, see a guy taking too much of a lead. All it takes is a guy to get caught napping.
And they're on the same page there, Griff and Bass, obviously playing together at Henley and might have done this once or twice to start the year.
That's a big lead.
Strike out.
Bass heads up.
Nick Reese trying to drive some runs in. It says 17 degrees on the... I don't believe that at all.
It's just blowing at us.
What is happening?
It's coming straight off the beach. Can you feel that? Smell that salt air?
Well, I'll tell you what, McLeod, as he has to be getting up on his pitch count, he made it interesting. He allowed a single, he allowed a double, and he had a walk. Then he got a fly out, catch and foul territory, hit by pitch, a single, and now a strikeout. Through all the adventures he's had, if he can retire Nick Reese, he's going to get out of his outing completely unscathed.
We talk about
but he's got to get it through this batter.
The number 9 guy coming through for you.
Get there somehow.
Hard hit ball, soft hit ball over towards right field. The wind pushing that one out. Basnoy having a look.
This is really, for the Seahawks here, this is a moment that they need to seize right now and calling on game number 2 for Nick Reese, who was our development guy last year, coming up, getting an opportunity with Riley Moore out of the lineup. And at this point, you're the number 9 guy. We've got a runner in scoring position. At a 4-1 ball game, you really need that one run to keep it ticking over.
2 strikes on him. McLeod trying to keep working through.
Nice.
And he got him.
Good work.
Back-to-back strikeouts with runners in scoring position for Connor McLeod. A few little checkers on the way, but he keeps the Seahawks at bay. It's a 4-1 lead we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Hi guys, I'm Jez and this is Mark from Peak 24. If you're looking to get fitter, stronger, healthier, give us a call and come see us at
149 Marion Road, Richmond, or you can see us on Facebook, Instagram, and we'll get back to you real soon, or via our website, peak24.com.au. Hope to see you soon.
Back inside the Just the Thing commentary booth. Just the Thing Furniture, by the way. Oh, but first off, great ad there. You got to see the
Great
smiling
ad,
face
yes.
of Mark Haylock,
That's
Jeremy
it.
Creswell over at 24
Peak
Fit.
24,
Peak 24, sorry, Peak 24,
Yeah.
Peak 24. You gotta go check them out. They're
Oh,
big
yeah.
baseball supporters. They have a lot of the high performance kids going there.
Fantastic facility there on Marion Road, and highly recommend for everyone to get there. Riley Moore's got his group down there, and they're all working out, and you can see guys are getting bigger and stronger. And they also have their the Pico, the high intensity program they've got there as well. So there's something for everyone.
Adventurous.
Young, old, male or female.
It was an adventurous outing for Connor McLeod there, Mr. Pitcher Smokey. 1 1/3. He allowed a couple hits, had a hit by pitch, but at the end of the day, didn't allow a run. When you're a pitcher and you leave a game like that, how are you? There's no damn. What would be your feeling leaving a game like that?
I guess it just shows the grit of this kid. Like, he probably didn't have his best stuff today. He was leaving a few balls up. A few balls were getting barreled, which probably illustrates that. But the way to battle and fight, keep finding the zone, making the pitches when it mattered to get out of that inning, and keep the scoreline where it was when he entered the game is a fantastic effort from an 18-year-old kid right there.
Matt Watkins up to bat, or on the mound now, sorry. Another veteran of the game. Great beard, Matt Watkins, just quietly.
Great beard. Great beard. You could have T-shirts with that beard on the logo.
We did that with Matt Williams. Remember that a few years ago at the Adelaide Bite when he had that
right.
big old beard going on? Good to see Matt Williams
Fear
back
the
in
flow.
in the community again. He's
Yes.
working in the softball office.
Yep. And one thing about Matty Watkins is he's the ground ball pop-up guy. You know, he's the guy that where you need the defense to be on, and he's a veteran. He knows how to go about it, and will give you a good quality outing.
Few arms still in the bag for the Seahawks. John Challenor, saw him lurking around. He'd be available to pitch today. Matt Watkins in now. Hunter Mitchell, he's here too. So they should have enough arms to get them through to the end of the game. But will they have enough runs to have a lead to protect? That is the question right now. They got to keep Max Stagg, Nathan Vanderlinden, and Griffin Weber. Got to limit the damage here. Still no Joker card has been played by either team. You'd figure that has to be coming soon.
It's just traditional baseball right now, isn't it? No home runs on the Shore fans, no Joker card. It's
different to last week's game, isn't it?
Oh, my
Still
goodness.
air, balls popping out everywhere.
That was a wild game last week. Lots of lead changes,
It
back
was.
and forth.
It was.
Seahawks right now, though, 0-3. They've played. This is the second time they've played the Rays. They've played everybody twice. And it's a leadoff hit from Max Stagg, who almost goes tumbling out of the batter's box, but he'll find himself standing over at first base.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. The lead-off hit, get things rolling. At this point in time, 4-1, you just got to keep going.
Almost stacked.
Yeah, almost ate it.
Vanderlinden, then Weber. Bull with 2 RBIs, Weber with an RBI, Clark with an RBI. This bottom part of the lineup has got it done.
Doesn't get any easier, does it? Like, you just got to keep going at these guys.
Runner going. I think time might have been called.
Nah, this the call for the runner. I hope. Yep. Yeah, no one broke. No umpire broke.
So runner goes back to first, but runner goes again. They'll make the throw over to second. It was a little wayward. So Max Stagg ends up on second regardless. Runner in scoring position. Get him on, get him around. That's been the MO of the Rays in this game for sure.
Well, I guess it shows the speed of some of these young kids too. You get on with a single, you find you turn it into a double a couple of pitches later.
Van der Linden just stays alive by chopping at one foul. It brings a second strike on him. Dribbled over towards second, scooped by Bushel, underhand, advances the runner to third.
Good play by Bushel there.
Yeah, great play. They're under a lot of pressure. Ball spinning around and
it could go any which way. Hit a rock out there. Van der Linden flying down the line.
Flying up the line there. And again, that's where we talk about you got to make those plays at that time. Really important to make those plays. Well done, Jack. But here we go. You got a runner at third with one out. This is where Griff Webber's going to execute. So the battle within the battle.
Griffin Webber, just a fly ball you'd think should score the runner. Even the ground ball to the right place.
Yeah, the infield's up here, though. They're protecting it. Nice.
That'll flare in towards center field. And you guessed it, Griffin Webber. Another at bat, another hit, another RBI. He's now got RBIs in his last 4 at-bats, 4 hits in his last 4 at-bats.
Just getting on for him. Strategically placed in the 8-hole.
It's working right now for the Rays.
Well, he is hitting nearly 700 even in the 8-hole.
Yeah.
Now he's on for Jasper Clark. Small ball done by the Rays. Not a lot of hard hit balls from the Rays today, but a lot of balls hit to the right places, a few stolen bases, and a few manufactured runs.
One thing there with Griff, he didn't try and do too much with it. You know, didn't try and overswing. Just made a nice shot up the middle to score the run. Knew what he had to do to execute.
Yeah, and that was that curveball that you could get caught out in front on, rolled over, infield in. You know, you ended up with nothing, but instead he stayed inside it and shot it up the middle nicely.
Ground ball, and that is a nice pickup at short. Throw across, safe. Boy, that would have been pretty. That was as tough as they come, but it's going to be 2 runners on.
A great play there by Mitch Lightbody, but are you ever going to throw Jasper Clark
he was
out? Like,
one of the fastest guys in the league.
This guy motors up the line. That is a big league right there. What a play.
Nearly.
What a play.
It's a great play.
Most runners he might have got him.
But again, back to Jasper Clark. Ground ball. You know, you see many a guy just, whatever.
Yep. Throw the towel in.
Speed does not slump. That gets you a hit. By motoring up the line, Charlie hustle, get yourself a hit, beat it out. And that's a good make-up. Like, that's great to see young kids having an approach like that. Okay, I've rolled over, I've got a ground ball, but you know what? I'm going to help my team. I'm going to get up the line and get safe.
That's a hit. That's a hit in the box score.
Yeah, exactly.
Already with an RBI today, Jasper Clark. Darcy Berry 0 for 2 on the day. He's had a couple good at-bats, and again, he's going to work. He's just missing Darcy today. He's another guy you see around the cages a lot, Darcy Berry.
Oh, yeah.
Remember watching Darcy Berry go through the whole charter system, kind of in that Rays program. With the Waves, I think it was at one point. But
Yep, the Southern Rays, Waves. Look, he's choked up the handle here with 2 strikes.
Ball just dropped in, but just a little high, 1-2 count.
Great approach here by him. You know, not trying. He knows that Matty Watkins is the sort of guy that nibbles and
he's a nibble crafty.
You got to get a good swing. You can't go too hard on him.
Gets through. Runner is going. Darcy Berry's going to have himself an RBI. It's 6-1.
just choking up, hitting it on the nose and making things happen right there.
Griffin Weber ends up scoring. Jasper Clark to second. That's some speed, and another guy with speed with Jack Partington comes up. He's 0 for 1, but he's walked, and he's got a run and a couple stolen bases.
And that's where young Garcia just got caught on that in-between hop there. It wasn't the short hop, wasn't the long. You don't know if it's going to bounce high or stay low.
Yeah, not an easy play to make.
I guess it's one choice. You get your body behind it, or you try and make a play on the glove hand side and turn the double.
Yeah,
you're risking that there, but you've got to judge it perfectly.
Both runners go, so double play ball is not a threat anymore. 2 runners in scoring position. Both guys with, everybody's got speed right now. Partington can really put a stamp on this game with a big hit here. Partington, another guy. He's been involved in the Super League for a few years now, but his role has kept increasing over time. Down low, kept in front by Nick Reese behind the plate on Matty Watkins, but it's a 3-0 count. Runners in scoring position in a dangerous part of the lineup coming up with the 3 and 4 hitters in Basnoy and Cesar Perez. Chopped away. Two in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the fourth. That's how the Rays have scored, and they're looking for more. High fly ball to foul territory, and Ben Short is there, and that is an out that the Seahawks will gladly take.
Oh, definitely. That's execution time right there, and again, that's what Matty Watkins can do if you're not on your game, and caught Jack Partington at that point in time with the pop-up. Could hear the sigh from Smokey, and thanks the sigh of relief from me.
Wasn't the result I was after.
Be kind.
Basnoy can hit a long ball. 3 for 15 start in the SABL year. Hit 368 last year with Kensington. Like you said, a bit of a jersey chaser in the ABL. He's got 3. Noy looking for something long.
He's taking his licks.
Yeah, that ball was up. He was waiting for that to hang a little more, I think. The top end of the zone, but when you're in this position, you go swinging. Right here, this is where you're looking to drive a nail into the coffin of the Seahawks.
Rides one inside. Inning all started with a Max Stagg single. Griffin Weber drove him in. Darcy Berry just had an RBI. 4 different players have driven in runs today from the Rays. Scattered all throughout the lineup. Everybody seems to have made an impact today.
No, you're right. 1 through 9. Great contribution from the guys there.
Right.
Everyone on base, I reckon.
Yep. Yeah, Caesar.
Oh.
That's driven hard, but foul. Time will start to become a factor, too. But an hour and 20 minutes in this game. Still no joker cards have been played. No new innings after an hour 50 in the game.
Yep. I think you could put your house on it next innings.
For the Seahawks?
Yeah, it looks like it's
top of the
presenting
lineup.
itself.
Matt Hutchings is 2 for
for
2 on the day. Ray's got to go to the bullpen. There's got to be a lead that the Seahawks can chase down, though, and
That's
5
right.
still gettable. 7 or 8 becomes a little harder. Basnoy can do the damage right now, and he's going to walk. It's bases loaded for Cesar Perez. And I think Justin Clark is up and heading to the mound, so that'll be the end of Matt Watkins.
Yeah, Matty Watkins has reached his pitch limit there.
Who do we got next? Chunky or Hunter Mitchell? One of the two.
There you two.
This one brought to you by Fresh and Delicious.
Chunky, I reckon.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
A big situation to come into, too. Bases loaded, 2 out. Clean up, hitter up. Who's the guy you trust?
46-year-old John Challenor.
Every day of the week.
He's got a 2.16.
Right now he can give up.
Yeah.
Give up a double, that'll be fine.
He's got a 2.16 ERA to start the season. With Goodwood this year, if somehow his numbers are better, off to a better start this year than they were last year, and they were pretty good in his comeback season.
2 times Caps medalist. You know what you're going to get from Chunk. You know that he's going to battle. You know he's going to give you everything you got. And a seasoned veteran, as we know, but you know he last year was a tough year for him to get back into it. You know, and as you know, Smokey, to fire the arm back up again, it takes a bit of work.
Well, I think I could still throw, but I definitely don't think I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to. I know the minute I go out there, the arm would go with the bowl. So, yeah, it would be a lot of work to get the rig up, especially at 46 years of age. And
he's a fit fella as well. There's no doubt about that. But it's just that conditioning in the arm. And you can see now that, you know, if you cast our mind back, if we had some footage of last year, Chunky in week 2 and 3, there was no pop. You couldn't really hear that explosion in the glove. Now you can see that. Now you can see him getting back to that sort of stuff. But where Chunky works well is and we joked about it last week, you know, 6 pitches, all this sort of stuff. He can throw them all at any time in the count, and that makes a hitter. That's that craft of the art of the pitching to get the timing wrong of the hitter that he does so well.
So it should be a good battle between one of the legends of the Australian game versus Cesar Perez and a big first pitch strike.
12-6 curveball to roll it out.
Right on the first pitch.
That was sharp, too. That fell off the table.
Perez grounded to third. It's botched. Scores 1 run. They've got to hold and limit the damage. And the Seahawks defense, again, proven costly.
Yeah, Chucky getting the ground ball there, and hard one there for Jonas to handle, and he'd be disappointed with himself. He's a defensive player that does make those plays.
Well, now everyone on the Rays has been standing on a base at some point.
Okay. That was the one I missed.
Only in the 4th inning. Flared to right field. It scores 1. It's probably going to score 2. Liam Bull with his 4th RBI of the game. He's now 2 for 3. What a day Liam Bull has had.
2 out ribbies, too. Like,
both
they're
times.
Clutch, 2 out RBIs, 4 RBIs there. That's just giving them the extra outs, Praddy, isn't it? That's
right. Again.
Extend the inning, get it to the next guy.
Not hard hit balls. There haven't been a lot of hard hit balls today from the Rays. But there's been a lot of runs. They've made it an 8-1 game. Similar to last time they played, they were up 9-1, but this is 8-1. They've got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and now
and it all started with this guy.
4. It all started with Max Stagg, who goes up the middle. Chunky knocks it down. He's got to get down and fire to first. He makes the out. The guy that got it started is the last out, but it is an 8-1 lead for the Rays. A big one. We're through 4. We'll see you for the 5th. Well, brought to you by Tramside Kiosk. We've got the Joker card that is being played for the Seahawks, and they have to play it because they're now 9-1. I stand corrected, 9-1 in this game. It's a tough situation, but a big inning there for the Rays.
That was a big inning, and yeah, we needed it, and we just made some good contact against some good pitches as well, and turned a couple of the arms over from that Seahawks pen, and yeah, here we are with a 9-1 lead.
What's been the difference between the two teams so far? A few opportunities. One team probably taking advantage of them, the other team not.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Pitching defense, putting the ball in play as well, and yeah, getting it to the next guy.
Yeah, and again, like we talked earlier, the walks, the hit, the walks, the hit, the error, the hit, you know, those things, the free bases, give them the chance to then capitalise. And this Rays team is an exciting team of players that want to take the game on, and they're hustling up the line, you know, the one percenters, all the things that you can make a difference with, they're doing that can make things happen. And not even my lucky socks have helped tonight, you know. Can't even make that work.
Well, the Joker card has been played, and we knew the pitching depth wasn't crazy, but Jack Partington is coming in to pitch.
Yep, I had Jack on another 16 state team about 7 years ago as a pitcher back then, and we're rolling him here again 7 years later as a lefty that throws strikes, battles up, and
so what's this saying? What's the your pitching depth? You're missing a few players.
We've got a few guys sore, stiff, unavailable tonight, unfortunately. So Pardo's in here. We've still got Callahan in the pen, but Pardo's in here as a bit of a bridge.
So Cesar Perez is out towards center field. He's in center field now. Has Nathan Vanderlinden moved from DH to second?
Yep.
That's some interesting moves there.
Well, as the Joker card's being played, let's throw it down to Alex.
Thank you very much. Now, you guys are 9-1 down. What's the theory from here?
Well, we're going to chase some runs hard, don't we? We're going to get 2 here. 3 or 4 would be nice, and then we see how we roll.
And you guys going to try and run down the pitcher, or is it just swing at what you can?
It's basically now getting a good pitch like it's been all night. Get it early. If you can, sit into a count. We needed to work in some more counts with Geordie early, and we didn't do that. So let's see what happens here with Pardo.
Cool, thank you.
Great work, Alex. Matt Hutchings, he's 2 for 2 on the day. He's hit the ball very hard. He's been very productive.
Smart time to play the Joker card. The hottest hitter up at the minute. Speed on the bases.
That's
Let
right.
it roll.
Yep.
First, Matt Hutchings scored the first run of the game. He doubled and then was brought around to score. He strikes out there. Then there was no hits at all for the next 8 guys. And then the second time through the lineup, 5 players reached for the Seahawks, but no runs scored.
Now, a lot of that was with 2 outs as well, wasn't it? To load the bases with 2 outs there. So
Brody Heaps. He's got a double today. One that was conveniently knocked down at the wall.
We've got a pinch hitter here. We've got Dylan Redding come in to take the spot of Brody Heaps. Dylan Redding with a slow start to the season, caught up in the COVID world, quarantined caught into the BP Port Augusta for a pie, and then 2 weeks in quarantine, unfortunately. Well, it wasn't him. He even told me his mate said, let's stop in for something to eat, and bang, then 2 weeks in quarantine, which has set him back a little bit for the season.
Giving players, though, like Jonas Garcia an opportunity to play at Sturt, and he sees that opportunity very well.
Yeah, look, and it's all about the long game when you're talking with younger players, you know, and we can see it with the Rays. There's some guys here that are 3-4 years of Super League. Jonas is game number 2, you know, so it's a great pitch. There's
Jack
2
Partington
strikeouts.
with the Joker
Hold the phone
card.
right here.
A guy that's not normally a pitcher in local competition has come in with 2 straight strikeouts.
1 inning last year, I think he had for Henley and Grange.
And we got the lefty v lefty battle here.
Some impressive performances from the Rays, whether it be Liam Bull with 4 RBIs. How about Jordy Gross going 2 2/3?
Oh, he set the scene, really, didn't he?
2 straight strikeouts with Jack Partington with the Joker card. Inside. Lots of expression from Jordy.
He was digging in, wasn't he? Didn't expect that coming at his hip.
And that's that lefty v lefty. That's the ball that goes across him.
Looks like he can throw firm, Jack Partington.
Firm, filling up the zone.
It's a handy little find for the
good
Western
composure
Rays
on the hill as well.
Still with Nick Callahan up their sleeve, the Rays. Probably a good time to throw a guy like Jack Partington. You know the Joker card is played, but still only 8. It's 8 runs. It's a little margin for error.
Oh, definitely. And we said 9 runs is gettable, right?
Yeah.
Like it's no lead safe in Super League.
But you run him on a short leash, you got nothing to lose when you got arms in the pen. And it's something different, right? Guys haven't seen him. And the crowd are into it. And
little drop down from the side there too.
A little bit of side action.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side with the Joker card played. Jack Partington with some swag walking off the diamond.
The little Conor McGregor.
He loves it. The whole team loves it. And he gets Hutchings, Ridding, and McCardle. And the Rays are cruising. It's 9-1. We'll be back.
Citadel IT is a managed IT services company, which means we provide support, backups, monitoring of your computer systems, and essentially just help small businesses keep their IT moving. Just visit our website, which is citadelit.com.au.
I love that. That was awesome.
That was
Jack
great.
Partington comes in. He strikes out 3 tough lineups. It's a Joker card being played, by the way. Look at the showmanship out here.
Tommy Hartman.
From the Rays. So the Rays are up 8 runs. They're going to play a Joker card right now.
Skateside kiosk there down.
Yeah.
Good spot.
Down opposite the Glenelg Baseball Club
Here's a look at Jack Partington. The old Conor McGregor and everybody loving it. The Rays look like they're enjoying each other's company out there.
Yeah. Good kids that like to be around one another. That's great to see.
They came back in their last game they played versus the Marlins. They were down 4-1. They plucked their way back. They won that one 5-4. They raced out to a 9-1 lead the first time they played. The Seahawks held on. They're up 9-1 again here. But that is they're fun to watch. Down to you, Alex.
So you guys are playing the Joker card. You're up, I think, at 9-1. You're just putting the screws on them?
Yeah, so we'll get the Joker going so we can get a bit of sponsor acknowledgement for the great sponsors we've got. So
excellent. All right.
Chris Sims doing it for the love of the sponsors, but he's got to get over to third base. Look at him run.
Well, we could do with a coffee right now out here, couldn't we?
Got a pinch hitter.
The old tram cart that's turned into a cafe, Smokey, down your neck of the woods.
Koki Yanazawa up to bat. The Rays are cruising right now, though. And we'll still get another inning after this, I reckon. Challenger having to worry about something. Think back to the grand final series last year in the game that John Challenor started. He got a pitch that he got a call from the umpire that he didn't exactly agree with on the first batter of the game. It was a walk, and he walked right up to the umpire, told him exactly what he thought about that call, and the rest of the game went pretty well for Challenger. Didn't allow a whole lot after that, not a whole lot of walks either.
He is a battler. He's a competitor. He gives you everything that he's got, you know, and he's well known for his quick pitching. You know, just give me the ball, let's go. Give me the ball, let's go. And really, he just wants to take guys on.
Yanazawa up in the air. This one heading over towards the commentary booth. It's okay. You're all right. You're all right. Crashing in there was Nick Reese. That was dangerously close to getting over,
I was too
though.
busy looking on the TV. That could have scored us.
Yeah.
Jasper, you're supposed to save us.
There's a look at the replay. Do we get a shot of us in here? No, I don't think we do. Thank goodness. You can see us both crunching away. Good news. Nick Reese making a hard thing. Jasper Clark could not have been quicker to get out of the way. Runners on first and second. Yanazawa up to bat. Griff Weber due up. Yanazawa just stays alive.
Just battling there, you know, seeing a pitch that he just fights off.
Liam Bull standing at second, Max Stagg at first. They're the runners with the Joker card.
Taking another pitch right there. And, you know, Griff Weber sitting in the 8 hole going 2 for with the hot bat of 700. You know, you got guys, ducks on the pond. He's just loosening up, ready to go.
Now, Griffin Weber is on fire right now.
Can we put him out? Angus and Chunky, the two firemen for... we got some firemen in the Seahawks. Can we put some fires out here?
Well, Yanazawa strikes out. We've had now 4 at-bats this game with the Joker card being played. Runners on first and second. We've had 4 strikeouts. Go figure. Griffin Weber up to bat. He's got RBIs in his last 4 at-bats. That includes a home run, a walk-off. The walk-off was not the home run. Those are 2 separate at-bats. Then he had the RBI double in the second inning. He had the RBI single in the 4th. He's hit the ball hard. He's hit the ball soft. He's 4 for 4 in his last 4 at-bats with 5 RBIs. 4 RBIs. Pretty good from Griffin Weber.
It's not bad at all. He's in an 0-2 hole here, though, so let's see what he can do.
And look at Chunky. He's ready to pounce. Bang. Go. Boom.
Weber up the middle. They'll get one at second, and Weber grounds into a double play. And that will end the threat. So, very uneventful Joker cards. No runs scored from either one. Chunky with a few words over towards the dugout as well, or the umpires. This is interesting. Either way, nothing scored on the Joker cards. We're through 5. We'll be back after this.
Looking for the finest in household items to complement and complete your dream look? Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse pride themselves on the best customer service, communication, and quality furniture.
We try and offer our customers is the opportunity to buy on-trend furniture at a discounted price.
Go see Super League Baseball sponsor Just the Thing Furniture for their wide range of quality furniture to find the perfect item that will complete your home and suit your budget. Mention Super League Baseball for free Metro delivery. Just the Thing Furniture, open 7 days a week.
Well, not a happy John Challenor being walked back to the dugout from Payne Souter. We're trying to work out what's going on. I don't know if... Alex, do you have any insight of what's going on at all, or are you still figuring it out yourself?
Yeah, I just had a quick chat with Griffin Weber. Apparently, he just told him to hurry up and pitch it, and he didn't like it.
Well, there's John Challenor still having a discussion. There's a look at the replay, the JSR Plumbing replay. What's he pointing to? There's a little point over towards the Rays dugout.
Yeah, one thing about Chunky, look, he is a gentleman, absolute gentleman on and off the field, but he is a competitor. And he won't back down from a challenge and, you know, doesn't like to see, we're in a 9-1 hole here, and this is where you got to get some get up and go about you. And, you know, that's one thing that Chunk's going to bring to the team. No matter what the situation is, he's going to bring some fire and sees an opportunity there to potentially go after a young buck. And create some excitement in the game. Smokey, you used to love that sort of stuff.
No, what are you talking about? Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
Alex, what do you got?
Super League, we're here for fun, right?
That's right.
We'll bring in Alex again. Alex, what do you got for us?
Yeah, some of the Rays were just being a little bit chirpy with him on the bench here. They're having a bit of fun. They're all young, and he did not enjoy that at all.
Well, yeah, the young Rays up and about right now, and we can leave it to imagine the nation about what kind of dialogue was exchanged, I suppose. Good work, Alex. Thanks for that. Leading things off here, Angus Roger. It is a 9-1 lead right now. The Seahawks are going to need to score runs in this inning because we're hitting the hour 45 mark. The Rays still have to bat. There's every chance, even after this, 3 outs are made on the Seahawks that the umpires do call the game. They might not. They might let the Rays bat again. Or the Seahawks might score 9 runs and take a 10-9 lead. We just don't know. We got to be prepared for all scenarios here. But it's a swing and a miss for Angus Roger. But gentlemen, it means we have always in the last inning, we do have to start that discussion about the Bendigo Bank player of the game. Probably not going to be Jack Bushel. Jack Bushel?
You're taking the proverbial out of me there. Come on.
Well, I was in the Jack Bushel trade. I was in the Jack Bushel. I was in the Jack Bushel trade last week. No, it's going to be someone from the Rays this week. I think we can confidently say.
Oh, look.
Who's been some standouts for you that might be on the short list?
Geordie Gross, straight away.
Geordie Gross, Liam Ball, a couple of 2 out, 2 RBI knocks right there.
Yeah.
Pardo coming in, striking out the side with a Joker card on the line as well. I think there's a few up and down that lineup. There's
Griffin Weber with a couple RBIs again.
Griff, yep.
Yeah, you can throw a blanket over about 5 or 6 guys that have contributed.
Well, I reckon Jack Partington, who's just struck out his 4th straight batter coming into the game here. And they've been Matt Hutchings, Dylan Ritting, Jordan McCardle, and Angus Roger.
We're talking 4 of the best hitters in SABL baseball.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all of a sudden he puts his hand up, doesn't he?
So he's entered the chat.
He has entered in a big way.
He scored the first run of the game for the Rays, Jack Partington, by getting the walk and a couple stolen bases and working his way around, which kind of set the tone of what the night would be for the Rays. There haven't been a lot of those big explosive hits. It's been a lot of hit them where they ain't kind of play today for the Rays.
Good manufacturing baseball, putting the ball in play, taking advantage of those extra outs and extra opportunities.
And there's been some really good defense. It's knocked down by Bull. He still makes the play across the bag. He's safe.
Well, I was about to say you got a clean sheet there, Smokey, and I think you might have given him a little bit of a rev up there, Eric, with some great defense. But, ball hit to the side. Got to get that right hop on the dirt, and you got to come through in the nice, smooth manner. And when you're 9-1 up, at times you can just drop your concentration a little.
Yeah, that was that in between hop. It's not the easiest of plays.
No,
we'll give it benefit of the doubt to Bully there, but he hustled after that and still made it a close play at first with a speedy light.
Hard hit ball up the middle, and here come the Seahawks. Jack Bushel.
Okay. That's fantastic to see. You're 9-1 down and Jack Bushel making a good shot on that, spinning his cap and get that base hit up the middle.
6 plate appearances now for Jack Bushel. He's got on base 5 times.
He's hot. That's 4 for 5.
Ben Short, first pitch swing. Yeah, he's 4 for 5, and he's been hit by a pitch.
And good to see from Pardo here, just coming back at the next guy, filling up the zone.
Great. Yep.
Hard hit ball over towards first. They're going to maybe think about 2. They'll step on the bag, but the runners advance to second and third.
Yeah, you just want to be getting an out there.
Taking the out, yeah.
You only need 3. Not get too carried away. And now up to bat we have Drew Davies.
Had an at-bat on the weekend, I think, Drew Davies.
Can play, can hit, can run, can field. He's an exciting
Goodwood have a few
player.
kids coming through the next generation.
They do, but this Drew comes through South.
He came through South, yeah?
Performance and has a real good swing. Can clear the park. His swing is hits with power.
And there's a powerful shot towards right field. It's off the wall, and Drew Davies has driven in a couple of runs.
There you go. There's my scouting report, pretty
On
close.
cue too, wasn't it?
Hey, I have had the pleasure of coaching Drew, and it's great to see him come through the junior program and then to come out here and get himself a knock.
He just sat on that 2-0 fastball as well and pounded it.
So it makes it a 9-3 game. That'll feel good for Drew Davies. Nick Reese, first pitch swing, chop foul. He's 0 for 2 for day. And I wonder if the umpires call it if the Seahawks don't score 6 runs here.
This will be interesting. What's the time that you've got?
9:03 and no new innings after 9:05. Rays up 9-3.
Yeah.
It's cold.
2 out.
Would the umpires or would the scorers score that play over at third from Liam Bull minutes ago? They put him on as was it an error they gave him?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Lightbody didn't get a hit.
Yeah,
so.
I think so. I thought that would be the case. Got to double check that.
Smokey is right. It's not an easy play, but it is down as an error.
If it's hit at you, you're supposed to make them,
yeah,
right?
that's right. That's right. And that's, the hard thing. Again, not making excuses, but players play on grass every week at club ball. Then you come out here and you've got to play on dirt, and it's a different play. And it's a different approach that you've got to have. These guys have done it before.
Seahawk hit train continues. Nick Reese, a gritty at bat, and the Seahawks aren't going away quietly at all.
A very good at bat there by Nick Reese, and he struggled with the hitting early in the game, and we talk about number 9 having to get that hit at the right time. So really happy to see Nick get that bat and get that hit, and now we see pitching change, and we see hitting change.
It'll be Nick Callahan coming into the game from the bullpen. Very good performance from Jack Partington. Not normally a pitcher. He got 4 strikeouts in it. He'd be happy with that.
Did a fantastic job to get 5 big outs in that game and Bridget
Well, it's the 4 strikeouts that he got with Roger, McCardle, and Hutchings. Some scalps.
Yeah. Hey, there's some heavy scalps
and
right
Ridding.
there. And Ridding too.
Alex, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I was just going to try and grab him, actually. Hang on 1 sec.
Yeah, perfect. You let us know when you got it, Alex, and we'll bring you on. Nick Callahan comes in. He's off to a really nice start with Adelaide this year. He's just going to try to close this one out. This will be, I think we can confidently say, the end of the game if the Seahawks do not score 6 more runs. Let's go down to Alex, though.
Yeah, I got Jack man at the moment. He got 4 strikeouts on some of the best hitters in the game. How you feeling?
Yeah, feel all right. First time having a pitch, so yeah, all good. Just want to get the win, get out of there, and yeah, have a beer at the end of it.
A little bit of Conor McGregor on your walk-off?
Yeah, no, I played the wild card and I didn't score, so give it to him.
Excellent, thanks.
Great job from Alex just to get the insights. There's some characters on the Rays, aren't there?
He's just a happy guy, isn't he?
That's a classic.
Loving his baseball.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
This whole Rays team, I think, kind of feeding off each other. If you didn't notice that last inning of any of their interactions,
and that's winning, and that's excitement, enthusiasm. It just breeds, and that's where you really need to build off of that. We see young Nick Paparella coming up to bat, son of Mark, taking over from Matt Hutchings in the lineup.
Paparella chucked over towards the pitcher. Callahan makes the play, and now we'll look towards the umpires.
There we go.
Yeah, and it's time of game. So the Rays have moved to 3-0. The Seahawks fall to 0-4. A pretty comprehensive victory for the Rays. We have a few shortlists on here. I think the shortlist from what we talked about, I guess, would be, Griffin Weber had a couple key RBIs in the game to keep things going. Gross set the table. Liam Bull did have 4 RBIs during the game. Jack Partington was a fun one to watch. What do you think, Smokey?
My vote goes for Liam Bull. The 2 2-out ribbies that he got there for 4 RBIs total, that's clutch.
Yeah, look, I don't want to go away from Geordie Gross because it was such a great. He set the game up for you.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know, really, and that's where we see, at one stage 9-1 thanks to Geordie Gross. Liam Bull's at bats though, they're outstanding, but I'd go Geordie Gross. I'll leave it up to you, Eric, to make the call.
I'm going to go Liam Bull as well.
Yeah, good call.
4 RBIs, 2 out hitting. That was a big difference in this game. So we'll give the Bendigo Bank player of the game to Liam Bull. Geordie Gross has already won one as well. We'll spread the love. We'll spread the love a little bit. The tie will go to that. So
look at him.
Liam Bull is walking over right now. He's won the Bendigo Bank player of the game. So he is, as you can see on screen,
ecstatic.
He's so excited. Bully is so excited to be the player of the game and be interviewed here. I can't wait to hear what he says. Liam Bull and Alex Meldrum, down to you.
Yeah, we've got Liam Bull here. Your Bendigo Bank player of the game. Well done. Now, what were the stats? Remind me, Eric.
He had 4 RBIs. 4 RBIs tonight.
4
hits.
RBIs tonight. You helped two out hits. How you feeling?
Yeah, great. Had a bit of a stinker on the weekend, so I thought I'd make up for it tonight.
Excellent. I'm not sure your coach will be too happy about that. How's the team feeling tonight? It seems like there's a lot of chatter tonight. Everyone was really excited.
Yeah. From game 1, the chemistry in this team's been awesome. All the boys get around each other, so it's good to be out here playing with my mates.
All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
I think that kind of sums it up, doesn't it? It's great to be out here playing with my mates.
That's fantastic. You like to see it. Big smiley kid wants to be out here with his mates playing baseball, and that's what it's about.
All those big teams. I mean, like a lot of chat. I know we talked about that Giants photo posted earlier that you were part of, Pratty, but everyone talks about that era as just a bunch of mates playing baseball, and some pretty good one at that too. And it's a similar vibe here.
Yeah, look, and that's what you want. You want that enthusiasm, the fun to come to the park, and it just is infectious and it breeds off each other. It helped that we had the colonist on the parade. We'd go down there for a few drinks and then down to the Grand on a Sunday. So it was you got to come together as a group, and you got to enjoy that time together and enjoy playing ball together. And that's what it's about. It's a hard game. Let's make no mistake there. It's not easy to play. So when you can get something from it and get that enjoyment and working together as a team, 4 or 5 teams come together as one, and you really got to breed that enjoyment.
So the Seahawks not out of it yet. They got 2 more games to go in the regular season, but they're the double point round, isn't it?
Yep.
So there's a chance that the Seahawks could still get their way in there, but the Rays feeling good at 3-0.
We're happy where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
Can't be much better than 3-0.
Triple the win total from last year.
We're doing a slightly better than last year.
Is that a 4-game win streak dating back to last year?
That is right, yeah. We're on a 4-game win streak at the minute, the mighty Rays.
The Rays are hot. We thank everybody for joining us today from all around the country, watching us on behalf of Chris Lawson, on behalf of Scott Pratt, Alex Meldrum on the field, everybody at Spacequake Sports, and of course the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, producer Brandon, calling all the shots for us with Spade. Brandon, let's go.
Great work.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.